Guys, welcome to the Shay Speaks Life channel. What else, cuz? Go get your right channel. Look, though, this will be a collective message, guys. Keep in mind that energy is fluid. This could have already happened in the past. This could be happening right now in the present. Or about to happen in the future. Take what applies and let the rest fly, you feel me? They said if it don't fit, then you must have quit. Okay, anyway, moving on. I've already asked that my ancestors and spirits and go ahead and return back to sender any black magic or any negative energy sent this way. And so it be. Ashe. Ashe. Okay, just period. Let's see what's going on here. Happy birthday to all of my Leo gang and friends. Big passion in this thing. Now let the reader begin. Look, oh. Look, that passion, the thrill is gone, baby. You done made healthy choices in your life. Okay, you cut ties, you moved on from someone who was not giving you clarity and truth about a connection. Okay, they did not make it clear. They did not give you clear and concise, hey, we doing this, we together, we on one accord. No. Okay, you shipped that on up out, got them on up out of there. Okay, what else? You got it on up out of there. Yeah, you chose yourself with self-love, self-care, being happier here. Yeah, you made healthy choices and you chose yourself. Some of y'all are eating better, eating healthy here. Okay, going to exercise and you know what I'm saying, getting that body right, meditation, yoga. Okay, a little self-care, going to the spa here for a group of you. Yeah, taking yourself out. Yeah, focusing on yourself. All that energy that you put into somebody who was not giving you that same energy back, you put it back into yourself. Yeah, this person gave you the swords and roses in reverse. They did not give you clarity about the connection. They did not give you, they weren't honest. They weren't truth. You told this person you ain't trust them. And they told you, well, if you don't trust me, then you shouldn't, why you with me? And you sure took that advice. Okay, you know what I'm saying? And you was nice. How about that? So you took their advice and you was nice about it when you left. When you shipped, you cut ties, you walked away. They were shocked. They were stunned that you moved on. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, you chose yourself. I mean, anyway. What else here? What? Yeah, you let go of fear. For a group of you had to let go of fear and move on here. Have no more fear of making mistakes here. Nothing that you do or say will make me stop loving you. This person too, they were scared to let go of fear. This is why you left them. They were too fearful to move forward in a connection here that they know that was undeniable here between you two. They were too scared to do what you were able to do so effortlessly. Do you understand what I'm saying here? How you were able to detach and disconnect so effortlessly. You let go of fear. You let go of them here because they wouldn't let go of fear. They couldn't master letting go of fear. And they were almost envious of you that you were able to do it in the way that you're able to move gracefully about it here. What you taught them was how to make healthy choices. They saw that you chose yourself and you chose healthy, and they were toxic. They saw that. That's what you showed them when you cut ties with them. I felt like they were trying to still hold on to you, knowing that they didn't want to do right. They didn't want to let go of you. Look at that rope around the damn. When you're docking. Your ship, your boat, your ship, you got that rope to anchor it here. And I felt like that's what they were trying to keep. But at the same time, they wanted to hold on to the fear of being judged. I feel like of the relationship. I felt like you different, of course. If you tapped into me, you know what I'm saying? Divine feminine, divine masculines, emperors, empresses, okay, hierophants, high priestess. I'm talking to y'all, you feel me? Y'all tapped in, you feel me? Yeah, y'all didn't master making healthy choices and focusing on yourself and putting yourself first. You're no longer self-sabotaging here. You've learned that lesson here. And this is a lesson that they needed to learn here by losing you. Poo-poo. Just period. Yeah, let's see. 444. I looked up, baby. Tell me about healthy choices here. I felt like you chose to be optimistic. This person was very pessimistic here. You like, ooh, this person just pissed on your parade. You know what I'm saying? They had to learn. Yeah, with learning coming over healthy choices and swords and roses in reverse. Yeah. They had to learn how unique you were. They had to learn that you walk it, how you talk it. Walk it, how you talk it. Hey, okay, yeah. This person had to learn here. They're learning now. They learning who you were to them in their life and the role that you played and the role that they were supposed to play that they failed here. You were teaching them how to choose themselves because what they were doing, they were definitely lower vibrational. You know what I'm saying? You seen this person where it was tripping here. Okay, you came to show them the way or something like that, and they still turned around and went the other way. They were giving you a mask here. You were showing them how to unmask themselves and to be who they truly are authentically. Yeah, how to let go of the fear of people people judging you. You know what I'm saying? They care about what people think instead of living their true life. What they're learning here is how to be who they authentically are and stop hiding themselves and lying to themselves and gaslighting here. That is what they're learning here. They're learning how to unmask themselves after you walked away because you told them, you showed them you knew who they was when you was with them. You knew that they was lower vibrational. You saw right through them. You saw straight through them, transparent. Yeah. You saw beyond the mask that they was putting over everybody else. You know what I'm saying? And it was like, yeah, you are mine. That came in reverse. You're not no more. They lost that. They lost the opportunity here with you guys. Wow. Yeah, they keep talking about this person is very possessive. This person is very this person is very delusional here. Okay, with mine here, and remember, you are mine. Want to come out? Yeah, this person is very possessive. This person still thinks in their mind here, they really feel like you're mine, regardless. Okay, they feel like they had you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and it came up. Look, it fell off the ground, right? It is for sure. Came right up. Bounce right on over down there. Okay. You cut ties moving on this episode. You mine. No, you're not. Because you couldn't be authentically your true self with this. This person could not. They were wearing a mask. They were very two-faced, I'm hearing. You ain't like the addiction wanted to show themselves and they still want to show themselves. This person battled with addictions. Letting go of fear, letting go of the codependency issues that they had on energy, on attention here. This person you were connected to was an attention whore, if you will. Okay. They love attention. They were addicted to, very codependent on attention here. They were very codependent on alcohol here. Okay. Substances. Popping pills, doing all kind of stuff like that. This person had a sex addiction as well for a group of them. You was like, oh, hell no. This person used to either smoke cigarettes or smoke blacks or something like that in their past. Definitely the herb, but this person did not want to let go of those codependencies that they had on these substances too. And they had an emotional block. Yep. They had an emotional block. You could not get to the heart of this person because they were blocked off there. Yeah. Let's see. This person was blocked off emotionally. They had so much going on that they were self-medicated, if you will, by any means. Right? And then they would live in this delusional world and be able to wear this mask. And to them, they feel like they invincible. They feel like they could be whoever that they show. And you like, hello? I see you, fool. Yeah. They're like, oh, you see me? Yeah. Yeah, this person needed to make decisions here and choose themselves instead of putting themselves in situations with lower vibrational beings here. The choices that they were making here, I felt like was reckless, and you couldn't get with it here, collective. You like, yeah, I couldn't get with it, Pooh. Yeah, humor. You choose to focus on the lighter things in life. I told you that. You a vibe. Your energy, you got good energy. You're a high vibrational here. Okay, my dear. Yeah. You choose to focus on the lighter. I said you are very optimistic. You're funny. This person's very pessimistic, like a damn gray cloud. Be following them, and they be like, yeah. They miss the humor. I mean, yeah. Y'all know that laughter is the healing for the soul. You don't feel good, put on something funny, make you laugh for about 30 minutes. Watch how much your body feels better here. Yeah. I feel like you've mastered that here. Using humor as a healthy choice here. Some of y'all got great personalities here. They miss that. Yeah. They don't blame you here. You don't have no blame here. You know what I'm saying? You ain't it. Yeah. I feel like the way this whole connection, went about here is very humorous. You're able to make light of it here because you wasn't to blame of how it happened, what happened, the reason of why you had to cut away from this person here. You had to, I feel like for a group of you had to laugh at yourself for allowing yourself to even go through this with this daggone person. Yo, I'm just saying, it got to be funny here, okay? The truth do be hurting, ain't it? But if I make you laugh about it, it don't hurt as bad, right? Yeah, I got love covered out here. The number 3 could be significant. March could be significant. Pisces, Aries, energy. Okay. Yeah. You're not to blame about love. You showed this person love here. Wow. Yeah, this person doesn't blame you. Yeah. They don't blame you. They can't blame you. You came in and showed them true, authentic love. I'm hearing. Yeah. Give me one more. Wow. Yeah. Grief in reverse. You came in with love and you left out with no grief here. Right? Look, with love and grief, you showed this person true love. Right? So you don't walk away with any grief here. You're not crying. You didn't pour everything out that you had. You are not, look, blame and grief came in reverse. Yeah. You wasn't to blame of this connection in the way that it went here. And so you're not grieving it. On the other hand, this person is grieving the connection here because you put death to the connection with Scorpio energy. You put death to it, baby. You had to go ahead and cut it away. Cut it, cut it. Yeah, you shipped it away, you cut it away, you put death to it, you learned that it was an ending, that it was a lesson that needed to be learned. You learned the lesson, you moved on here. Yeah, this person, I told you that, and the lesson that this person learned was discipline here. And that was something that they lacked. And that's something that you told them here. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they needed to learn self-discipline here. That's something that they did not have. You love yourself, you're going to have self-discipline. You ain't finna just be throwing yourself or letting anybody have you 1333 on a timer. Yeah, you're not going to let anybody just have a piece of you here. I said a piece of you, and this is a message of peace here. You understand what I'm saying? Okay, yeah, I ain't playing. You could be 35 years old, a spiritual message. Yeah, I felt like this person needed to learn discipline here. In order for him to learn self-discipline here, he had to put death to the old ways of how they would operate here. Yeah. You could be 38 years old. Wow. 38, 39 here, 41. You could be 35 years old. A message of peace here. This is a spiritual message. A message of freedom. You freed yourself from this person here. Wow. You freed yourself. Forgiveness. 19. Birthday could be on the 19th here. Look at this. All this came out. Free message. 39. Message of peace here. And freedom. Yeah, you freed yourself from this connection by choosing yourself here. You're a very spiritual being, and you told this person this. Yeah, this is a spiritual message. This is what they're taking here. This is what they're having to learn. How to free yourself. I got free message and message of freedom. This person was not free within themselves. Again, you came into their life to help free them of all these attachments that they had. all these baby mamas, baby daddies, all these people, all these exes that's leeching on. You came in to give them freedom here, but they had to gain discipline. And that was something that they did not master, and they only had to learn after you left, because they saw that you chose discipline, how to love yourself. They had to learn that. You chose peace here. And by any means, you willing to cut off any and everybody, including their raggedy ass, in order to achieve it. And they're seeing that now. Hello? Congratulations, guys. That's going to do it for your reading. Please like, share. Look, wow, message of forgiveness. Yeah. They want your forgiveness, y'all. You didn't free yourself of the situation, y'all. Look, the number 40. Y'all, wow. This ran down, baby. Yeah, from the ages of 35 to 41 here, this is your message. Okay, we talking about grown folk stuff. You was messing around with somebody who was immature, 1555 on the timer. Yeah. But you able to laugh about it now. You use humor here about the situation at hand. I felt like you went down through the ascending or descending here with this person, just like that here. Yeah. Uh-huh. Wow. You gained balance. 1616 on the timer. That's going to do it for your reading. Please like, share, subscribe, comment below if this message just resonated. Till then, I'll check you later. Peace.